for the red roster. TH really have to gain some map control.
Boy on this alley, I'm loving him on that particular brawler. He's always been aggressive and getting a lot of value as well with a lovely pickup there of Chaos. None going straight into the mid, but Maori then with the jetpack will evade it. And now look at Boy again, binding and seeking and destroying is what Ali is all about.
He is a nuisance right now. He picks up one gem, which is a little dangerous, but he's going to continue to be aggressive. Now Maru, free access to the left-hand side. They are lurking. Now Chaos left all alone. Going to just have to take coverage in this grass as Maru extends. Angel Boy still resting on this left-hand side. Healing Station will reveal. Gadget being popped for Angel Boy. Zar trying to take him down. A safe takeoff here for Mari. Janet still flying through the sky. Red buttons galore. Excuse me, purple buttons galore, but the red team taking off here. Janet now at 10, and they're going to be slowly backing away.
It's going to be a tough reset here. The TOTEM have got so much to their advantage and all the time in the world. They're now making a play for it. I don't think it's going to be able to even get there in time. Now he can take the skies. Gems being split wasn't even a problem. That's a strong, comfortable start there. First game goes the way of the TOTEM.
Super aggressive start as well. They sent Ali down so quickly just to get in the enemy's faces. If Angel Boy pops off like that, this is going to be a really tough set to win. Chester, Pam, Mina don't have as easy of a reverse mechanic. That's something that Tora has with that pull. Ali for the aggression. Team Heretics seem to be playing the control game here. And now starting off a new one. It's going to be Zar facing down Mari in the middle. Angel Boy once again flanking on this left-hand side. He's just lurking in this grass. Now diving, bouncing. Lana there to give him a swift kick to the face and send him back to the graveyard.
Now utilizing the shielding there of the pets. A good place. But now it's time for Team Heretics to get in this game. They've been a little bit absent. Zar staying in the middle now, getting the 3 gems of which he needs. It's Angel Boy that is so dangerous. He's been spotted by Chaos. Missed shots though. Super goes down. Angel Boy still lives.
That's a big survival as well, because now they have to focus their energy over there. So it's going to be a 2v2 scenario, but that allowed TOTEM to migrate from that top side over to the left. They've got a station down as well, so Zar with plenty of heals, and it's going to be hard to extend to destroy that as well. Angel Boy's got his work cut out for him.
Maori looking very precarious there for a moment, but staying alive. Nonetheless, those healing stations are going to be giving a lot of value over, especially when Angel Boy is on the attack here. Nice Mina connections though, but it's a struggle, and Angel Boy still survives, taking down Lana. And that man himself knows how to be aggressive. The healing station goes down, but it's still not enough, and Angel Boy might be able to steal these out.
Oh, and a little juke as well. Gets just enough health points to back away. Now 9 gems in the pockets of Reply Totem. Team Heretics, all their loot plundered. Zar has to stand tall, and Lana needs to extend the territory. Angel Boy unafraid though. Pops the gadget, gets in their faces. Now Maru left-hand side. Mari trying to gain the visibility, and he's going head on first. Take flight, young man. It's going to be a purple button connecting with Zar. Gadget out of desperation, but Team Heretics certainly in trouble.
Maru's going to connect here in a really lovely way. Lenan struggling to just be able to get away back with those gems. It's a really tough spot here for Team Heretics. Very slow to the mark. It's a hypercharge there from Chaos, but will it be enough as Angel Boy just scoots around the map? Maori takes to the skies. The gems are safe and sound yet again. Reply Totem will take the first set.
That looked a little too easy for me, Ark.
Yeah.
Didn't love that out of Team Heretics. I feel like this is a squad that is typically really aggressive, and that was such a passive comp. It doesn't really seem like the archetype of what I'm used to out of them, and you can see it in the kill count too. 3 for Lana, Chaos with a couple. Zar, of course, as the Pam. I don't expect a lot of kills, and even in a mode like Gym Grab, though, where frags aren't everything, when you're looking at the other side, and Mari as a Janet has as many as your entire roster, it's going to be nearly impossible to win that.
Yeah, definitely a tough start for Team Heretics. Didn't really seem to get into the game too much. I think maybe some of the brawlers there were not really what they were looking for in that regard. I know that they do love to play Ali, and Ali now in a much better spot, taken off the table, and that's again a lot to do with Rage and what he brings to the team on the side of Reply Totem. But let's see, drafts coming forward soon, and a different map. I think we're going to Super Beach up next, so definitely a chance still for comebacks. We saw it earlier today already, so let's see what more Team Heretics can bring.
The mechanics of Angel Boy paired with Liaison Drage, who's going to be kind of able to coach through these players what they should be doing. I feel like Drage is almost empowering these guys. Angel Boy, go get it, and then setting up the other players to make sure that they can collect those gems. A very powerful and strong start here for Reply Totem, who took a 2-0 set 1. Super Beach going to be a different story, I imagine, though. I'm not ready to give up on Team Heretics by any means, but I think we're going to need to see a step up from them. They just got dominated in that opener.
Yeah, they didn't recover very well
No.
off the back of it. They just didn't really kind of respond to the situation too well for me. And that was actually my reservation when I predicted for Team Heretics instead of Reply Totem, because Totem have a tendency to be quite slow to the mark getting themselves started. And that was the complete opposite. That makes me kind of fearful, actually, for what Team Heretics may have to deal with moving forwards in this series. But for now, there's time. But that will dwindle down, as we've seen already today, that momentum of that first set. We saw it with SK. It's very much instrumental.
Losing your opening match typically does not set up for great long-distance success. Just losing that life at the earliest moment makes your run much trickier. It doesn't make it impossible, but a lot more difficult. Now we head on to Super Beach, though. So Team Heretics, an opportunity to redeem themselves. Meeple certainly in ban consideration. Mina, a brawler we saw in the previous match, probably going to be banned if you don't have that first overall pick, and I'm looking out for the little shrimp. It's Mr. Hank.
Yeah, little shrimp. Yeah,
little shrimp, big
you are
tank.
right, actually. Yeah,
little
you
shrimp,
are right.
big tank.
It's a very menacing brawler, and it's not actually banned out, so great call from you, and I think it will probably show its face as well in that regard. But I mean, I'm seeing a lot of the big ones banned out. Cordelius as well too. Wow, this is really looking quite good in terms of the bans. Meeple, though, is left open. That's definitely one that I've got my eye on in that regard. Larry and Laurie as well, the Willow, these are brawlers that, you know, despite being very, very good in brawling, yeah, Hank first pick, yeah, it kind of had to be. The Cordelius ban being there as well makes it quite tough, but we haven't seen Shelly be a strong answer to some things here today. I think that you've got to come prepared for that Hank and know what's to have instead. That was a brawler not on my radar.
So Ash was actually 100% what I was expecting out of Team Heretics. So this has been the most common solution on this map in particular into Hank. And I think this was a very targeted ban under Reply Totem. So Otis normally is going to be the main man to cover Hank. Big burst of damage. You can stun him out with your super as well, and that's what keeps Hank from healing. The second best choice, though, I think, is this Ash. And because of how frequently Otis is banned, that's why he's showing up so much in scrims. You're going to pair this with Max as your mid. Really like this start for Team Heretics. They have to be careful now because they do leave open a brawler like Meeple, who is lethal in this meta.
Yeah, I like the Meeple. I really do for Reply Totem. But I like the pairing of the Max and the Ash, honestly. You know, having Ash be quite slow and sluggish to then combine with the speed, it's going to be able to push it forward. Despite not having the rage, there's the Willow that I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's just such a defensive brawler in that regard. Barley's a good shout, but it's just no Willow, in my opinion. Those hills, though, no doubt going to help tremendously with Ash and the aggression of this Max. No, it's great to see Max coming forwards now in the meta. It's going to make a big difference, especially playing into brawlers like Hank. Very easy to get overrun when you've got a Max on the other side of the field.
Quick checklist there. I was just so surprised at how quickly it happened. You see Willow, they're going to go with a thrower that does well into the Willow, typically on this map as well. Barley, they were so fast to make those decisions. Reply Totem, number 7 seed from EMEA, looking to start out hot after going through LCQ, trying to take down one of the big dogs of Europe here in our opener.
Well, a lot of work to do for Team Heretics, but they've had a chance to reset mentally. And now Zara pushing the ball forwards. Now's in a good spot for it as well. Maru's low here. They can bring us forwards. They couldn't quite secure the shot though, so that Hank going to be able to heal up in that top left. Big heal's going to come out from iChaos now. Angel Boy's in a very aggressive spot, and he is the Willow. Super shot forwards as well. Can he get the ball forwards? He gets there. Oh, the mind control! It was beautiful!
Nasty work. Super pass to the super. Mind control, checkmate. Nothing else they could have done. Maru on the right-hand side this time. Star in the middle of the map. Trying to get aggressive here. Lana already taken down early, though, so a 3v2 situation. Numbers going the way of Totem. They're surging up the middle of the map. Now a hypercharge. They have access to the entire middle.
Yeah, this Meeple hypercharge is absolutely disgusting. One of the many reasons why Meeple's creep forwards as Totem are doing just that. It's going to be an easy breezy walk through for Maru. And that's the game gone. Immediately, Team Heretics are looking very worrisome.
There hasn't been any shining moments so far from Team Heretics. Number 3 seed out of EMEA, struggling out of the gates. This is another powerful draft out of Totem. They have their aggressor. They have Meeple, one of the better brawlers in the game, and now they have another goal-scoring opportunity with Willow and their supers. They're going to have to find a way to shut this down. Sure, they shut him down on paper. Ash is a nice matchup to Hank. It's how well-rounded your composition is, though. Reply Totem are playing better, drafting better, just all around good stuff from them.
Maru's in a heavy pinch here between Zara and Lanaz. Now Angel Boy being behind, it does leave an opportunity for a potential walkthrough here as well, but that's the power of the Meeple gadget there as well. It's very, very strong, and it's stopped the ball and it's tracked Zara with a dash. Lovely from Zara, and that's what Heretics need.
Little scrappy, little perseverance. Nice teamwork there. This time it's going to be Maru starting off on the aggressive. The slowdown Lana is where he can take advantage. Now a super charged up as well. Sar crippled, low HP. Maru charging back up with that super as well. 3 members from Totem walking up the middle of the map. A takedown down center lane, and he's going to dive already in the goal. It's a 1-1 situation. Totem just an ounce away from taking this set.
Looking by far the more comfortable team, aren't they? Let's be honest. A good last call. Angel Boy's low. Good connections with the robotic rats. No doubt there from Lana on that right side into Maru, who's now 375 HP. It's an opportunity, but there's no one around there to pick up the ball for Heretics.
Rat's going to chase him down. That's a big reason why Ash is so good into somebody like Hank. It's not perfect. Hank's a tough brawler right now, but at least it's something. Zar giving them life on this top left-hand end. Ooh, a takedown though. Now Angel Boy with the super available. Gets the mind control onto Lana. Waltzes on in. Totem take 2.
And that's why I love the Meeple, the Willow. It's just a real difference maker. And Reply Totem are looking very, very solid. To me, there's so little to say about what Heretics are bringing so far. There's no chemistry. They're being outdrafted. There's just not really much in the tank, it seems, so far. And there's only one set potentially left before they're swept, so they really do need to knuckle down now. This is not the time to, to dwindle.
Hasn't been great. Just gotta call it how you see it, right? I mean, Reply Totem have been comfortable, real breezy, and just walking goals in, grabbing gems. The mechanics look great. No complaints about the drafts. I didn't think that draft out of Team Heretics was really that bad. I mean, on paper, like I said, Ash into Hank works out, but I just feel like there's so many good things going for Reply Totem as far as the game mode's concerned. Meeple as a mid, arguably the best that you could get on that map. And the second they get a hypercharge down, Hank can walk up the middle. Willow can get free mind controls. It's just such a beneficial brawler right now. His hypercharge is really what makes him.
Yeah, I think a lot of this for me is draft related. Before they even kind of get started, you've got to have yourselves the best head start possible. And just great mind controls all throughout that match. From Angel Boy there was another one. Reply Totem are just high in spirits. The gameplay is to match. And this match could be over in the next set unless Team Heretics pull up their boots. Dry Season is where we're going next. A very tough map. Bounty, a very tough mode to get that balance. And this map is very, very tough to be able to know how heavily to push that spawn.
You know that Angel Boy is fully capable of showing emotions, and the fact that for now he's still composed, still calm. Job's not done till the job's done. He's not going to take his foot off the gas pedal, though. Thoroughly impressed with him and his resume coming into this. The fact they're able to hold strong at Team Electros, at LCQ. They've been in these spots before. They've dominated teams, but they've also been down. And I feel like that's given them a well-rounded experience. I think that's really important as a player.
Well, the crowd cheering on Reply Totem. Not too much to say for Team Heretics, but they've got to find it within themselves regardless to give themselves the best possible chance of staying alive and getting out of these group stages. Bounty for Dry Season up next. Again, another Meeple heavy map. I kind of want to see that brawler potentially kind of banned out even. It's just so devastating. Being able to shoot through the walls, that's your best bet in terms of that defense. So it's got to be up there for sure. The Mina, the Grey, as well as the Byron banned out by Heretics. The Jean, the Mina, and the Carving.
King of the nerds!
Meeple off the rip, there you go. Powerful brawler. Can't fault Team Heretics for taking this, so if Meeple's on the other end, I'm curious if the Reply Totem side beef up. Ollie, one of the common culprits on this map. Squeak shows up quite a bit, as well as kind of that extra damage, long distance, area control, so I feel like there's a few different builds they could go with here.
They do like a lot of Jae-Young here, but it's got such a low win rate for them, so I just kind of wonder whether that's on their minds. Max, it feels to me, could be a really great option. I mean, the mobility and the aggression of which that brawler brings allows for those spawn turnarounds on a map like this, and Ollie's another one that'd be a prime candidate to combine with it too. This is going to be the Jae-Young, but again, my concern is the low win rate.
Versus Ollie a lot of the times too. You're going to see somebody like Bell. I think that could be a long-range option that goes into them. The damage amplifier helps with Ollie. And now that you have heals on the ground and Jae-Young, who typically is going to want to stand closer rather than far away from his teammates, I think the Bell bounce shot could really help you out here. So I'm curious if that's something that Team Heretics considers. They're also going to need some kind of aggro or at least a tank. They need some health points, right? We've only got Meeple so far, but you have to find something that benefits from Mansion of Meeple or those stuns.
Could be a Carl here potentially, even because Lana would be a fantastic player to get on that brawler. Bell is definitely going to cause a problem in maps like this where it's very common for brawlers to cluster. So I don't mind that pick. It's got a bit of a tough line of sight. Some of the map needs to be maybe even broken up to be able to really get the most out of that brawler, but it's not a bad shout at all. Let's see whether Squeak maybe even shows up here. It's definitely a brawler which has come forwards a little bit in bounty, so looking out for that one too. Let's see what Heretics are thinking. It's going to be the Carl. I love that for Heretics. They've got to get more aggressive with their playstyle.
Two casters can put together one draft. Nicely done, friend. Now on the other end, we've got a blue star taken care of. We got Meeple, who's a great control brawler in this game. And I do like the Bell matchup specifically into the Ollie. It's been the most easy way to deal with it in scrims, a super high win rate when it comes to that. Ollie can really struggle. Jaeyoung, like you mentioned, hasn't always been successful in these practices. I think it's a real give and take. So I really do like that as a response. It gives him a little long range edge. Blue star is a must on this map as well. So Carl is certainly going to be able to deliver for that. Totem now with the 6th pick. Looks like Angelo is flashing on the screen. I hear his voice in the background. One of the best sharpshooters in the game.
It's a really good brawler. It's definitely one that can struggle against some of the aggressiveness of which the Carl brings on the side of Heretics. So for Reply Totem, being cautious and having the right gadgets to hand, of course, to be able to evade successfully, going to be quite important here. I kind of favor the Team Heretics draft slightly, but the way they're playing, I'm not overly convinced. That's my reservation here. But I think they've given themselves a very good chance of making it work.
Team Heretics, now is the time to wake up, down 2-0 against the number 7 seed from EMEA, and they're already up the middle of the map. Maori has grabbed that blue star. Now they can play on the defensive. That's part of what you'll see at a professional level of Brawl Stars on a mode like Bounty. They're not necessarily running and gunning it all the time. If you grab that blue star, it's defensive. If you have the lead, don't force mistakes. Force the other team to come to you.
Looking at that slow pickaxe from Lennon, I think it's probably a protective pirouette that he's running here as well, so that should provide him a nice shield going into the spawn. But he's got to earn it first, of course. Angel Boy able to escape away there with that additional speed along the wall too, so definitely Reply Totem are giving Lennon a hard time on those lane sides.
A couple marquee moments to watch out for at home. Wait for those gadget timings, and now Zar's gonna pop that super. Angel Boy in trouble, no way to protect himself, but barely survives. Maori keeps him up. Lenad, though, he's gonna put his foot to the gas pedal, diving right on in, tailspins through, but he's gonna be in trouble, low HP. They have to line up these shots. Look at the dodges, though. Beautiful jukes coming out. Totem will hold their lead.
Yeah, there is the protected pirouette, and of course, going into Jaeyoung with the Weakened Warrior gadget, that's a very, very good answer to it. So Maori is gonna be quite a threat for Lennon in that regard. Angel Boy, of course, has the Hypnosis to hand. Got to find the right timings to really gain the maximum value, though. Zar's got to heal up now before pushing forwards, and now with the hypercharge, this could be a good time to turn the tides here for Team Heretics.
They have to break into this fortress of defense for Reply Totem. Angel Boy has not done a thing. He's just hovering behind this wall. This is the hypercharge they need, though. Now waltzing on in. Angel Boy weak, doing his best to dodge and escaping. It's a bounce shot off, but Angel Boy is separated. Somehow, some way, Team Heretics weren't able to grab the lead.
It took so long to secure that one kill, but Maori on the top left-hand side is weak. But Nanda's got to go in, and Orson come out as well. He gets it as well. His teammates are there for him. 9 stars. That shot will he fall down for it? He should still be alright in terms of the stars if he does. Nonetheless, it is still going to be the first sign of life for Team Heretics to get a game.
Possibly a mistake there out of Reply Totem to walk forward and leave Jaeyoung behind. He can't defend for himself very easily. Not a lot of health points on that brawler. He can do damage with the gadget, but if left alone with 4 and a blue star on his noggin, that's just going to be an easy target for Carl to dive on in. This is what we need to see out of Team Heretics. Plenty of work left to be done, though. Reply Totem still have a massive lead in terms of set count.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned because these takedowns should be much, much swifter by Team Heretics. I feel like that's going to be punished eventually, and Angel Boy was evading so well. The slow pickaxe for Lennon is going to be great to be able to survive, but it's definitely hard to be able to earn that super much more so, much easier rather with the other star power. So Maru, on the top right-hand side, getting tapped up by Chaos now. Nice flying hook. Oh, beautiful from Lennon. Getting into that position and ensuring the takedown.
One of his iconic brawlers, Lennon, one of the best aggro players you will see, put his thumbs to this game. They're feeling more comfortable alongside it, so this is the first time we're going to see a change of pace here. It's going to be Reply Totem who have to be on the offense. Like I mentioned, Jaeyoung, a support brawler. Angelo, not necessarily going to want to be up in the faces of the enemies. They have to set Angel Boy up here, otherwise it's going to be a takedown. Now they have a super going down as well. Team Heretics playing this defense perfectly.
This is looking better, but as we know, Bounty can change so quick. A nest egg pop there from Maori, just able to evade the onslaught to follow. And now Angel Boy pushing his way forwards, gonna wait for his team to get the right amount of HP before making this dive for sure. Missed gadget from Maru, returned by a nice connection from Zar, but no super to follow up. He's got the hypercharge though now as well, and that could help very much on this defense.
Plenty of nest eggs going down too, so the entrances are going to be blocked. They triggered the first one on the right, hypercharge down for Maru in trouble, barely surviving. Along with the speed, will be assisted, fires that shot, knocks the arrow. No connection though, Team Heretics in the driver's seat.
A great hypercharge from Zar and some massive connections, almost even a takedown. Nice there from Chaos to mark up with the hypercharge onto Maori. There's still time for a turnaround, but with that swift one onto Angel Boy, left. Lenard's gonna be able to go in, but goes down as well. 2 stars is gonna be there. The blue star is still with Reply Totem, but have they got the push in sync and ready? Nest egg pop and Angel Boy will fall just about safe and sound for Heretics. They get the set.
Some signs of life showing from EMEA's number 3. I like that draft overall. We kind of talked about it beforehand, but slight favor towards them. I really like that Bell matchup into Ollie in particular, especially with Jay Young and his healing and how he wants to stick next to your teammates to get benefits off the bounce shot. On top of that, Lenon, the Carl, is a comfort pick. They have a blue star. It was good for the other side. Jay Young, of course, can get you that too. Angelo, a great long-distance brawler, but you can just see it on the kill count. This wasn't just a bounty diff. This was a skill diff.
Yeah, I feel like as well, teams, like you say, going with their comfort picks. We saw it with Foot Esports a little bit earlier, and we saw it with SK bringing out the Shelly. You know, it's really going to be that time for me to see teams really focusing with that. I think that that's your ability to kind of trick the scrim data, to have something in your back pocket you know you're going to need to practice, that you can just bring out at any moment. And Carl's definitely got to a much better place in terms of the meta, so you know, for Lenan historically as well, allowing him to get the brawlers to shine is where he's going to be best for a team. So for Heretics, I suggest that they kind of keep that in mind. Try to get Lenan on those, you know, real difference maker brawlers to be able to make plays like that.
I feel like they played Lenan as the aggressive brawler, but they were really playing off Zar. Every time he dropped a mansion of meatball and had a super combo, it led to a kill pretty much every time, especially in that game number 2. You know, slow start there for them in the first one, but once they get up and running, it's really hard to make a comeback. This isn't an aggressive team on the other end. Jay Young can get you some speed to get you there faster, but outside of Ollie, not a lot of health points to go around. So I think just a good build coming out of Team Heretics.
And IKS has always been the glue. On whatever team that he's on, he is the glue, in my opinion. And those nest eggs were really instrumental in defending in those final moments. I mean, Reply Totem had plenty of time for a push, a lot of utility for that push. But those nest eggs stopped them in their tracks just to ensure it. And now a real opportunity of being able to maybe even take this to a 5th and final set. They get this next one right.
Don't get my hopes up, Ark. We've already gotten one set 5 banger today. I need more. I'm craving it. I know Brawl Nation is right there with me. Hot Potato is where we head next, though. Set number 4 of this match on the way. As far as picks are concerned, if he escapes the ban stage, it's Otis and then everybody else. Chuck and Kaze, a couple of offensive measures that I'm expecting to see from these teams. There's still plenty of assassins left to go, though. Lily, Melody on the rise. So I'm curious to see how these 2 teams approach this unique map.
Yeah, Mina 2 not banned out here could be an option. They didn't quite catch the bans. The Ruffs came through so quick. Chuck is banned, that's what I'm looking for as well. So good to see in that regard. Ruffs is a great brawler pick, I've got to be honest. I really do like that for them. Kaze open here, you've got to have that. I mean, it's just such a great brawler to cycle when you haven't got Chuck to be able to play with. Grab a Kaze, put those fan storms onto the safe and just hold the control really for me. Lumi's a possibility, I feel. It's not my favorite brawler, I mean it is, but maybe not in the current meta. The Kaze, yeah, it's got to be.
We're on the same wavelength. I think in terms of bans as well, when I'm looking at this, 2 of the brawlers that have been really solid into Kaze, at least in win percentage, Barry in the ban stage, not necessarily as a head-to-head, but just for the compositions that he's bringing to the table, typically going to be paired with those higher HP brawlers, higher HP, tougher for Kaze to take down. And on top of that, Shade can get through the walls, does a lot of offensive damage, just like Kaze does on that high safe, but has a better head-to-head matchup. So it's going to be Kaze paired with this Amber. This is more of a control option with a flash of damage onto that safe. I think this is more for their defensive build than anything, though.
Yeah, you called it, Otis. A great call at that. It's, yeah, I was going to say about Melody. You know, when Chuck is available, that's the brawler that I look to, but when it's banned out on the side of Chuck, Melody's still good. And that's very dangerous. I think the Team Heretics have got to be very cautious now in that regard. So, I mean, just go with the aggression ideas, support the Kaze. The Amber there going to be able to burn the bush. There's nowhere to hide for Reply Totem, but Reply Totem are looking with that melody to make this a very swift affair. So you've got to have a solid defense, and they're going for the kit.
Interesting. Yeah, Kit has shown up here quite a bit, but that's not a high safe damage kind of measure, right? I feel like that's more for the pairing or as a matchup into these specific brawlers. Interesting choice here, I would say, from Team Heretics. Reply Totem playing much more what I would call the standard, the regular of what we see in this meta. But they finally come to life a little bit, and they need more. If they want any chance of surviving this opener, they need to take another set. Reply Totem with a 2-1 lead against EMEA's number 3.
So there's some Heretics fans in the crowd, of course. They're going to start getting loud, because this is the time where it's really going to be make or break for them. A bit of a failed push in. Lenan's still staying alive. Zar going to be holding himself back here. But again, it's about cycling this car, like going in, getting some damage, getting something to bring back that super for the Fanstorm, to be able to connect with the safe is what it's about. So it's okay. They've got to be able to keep pushing forwards. That's a nice defense, though.
iKaos needs to be a pop-off brawler here. Has to be getting these frags so we can set up his teammates to get high safe damage. That's a great start. Now they're going to release the super from Kaze. Lana diving in. Plenty of critical hits going down on the high safe. They're trying to penetrate this opening level of the safe. Remember, it gets staggered. It's in 25% increments, so it's a big deal once you cross that 75% threshold.
Yeah, that's a good connection there from iKaos. They were leaving the roughs a little bit too long, but it has opened this right-hand side there for Angel Boy and Maori to get some damage done. That's 2 cracks of the Team Heretics safe. They've got to make up for a lot of lost time there. There's a nice connection yet again from Chaos, allowing Zar to get the pickup. That's good stuff. That's good teamwork, but they are got to start playing the objective better here.
Chaos is playing well. He's getting kills. It's not leading to damage. You have to play this objective. They have to take advantage, find enough time to move forward. This is going to progress Zar up, but Angel Boy is still going to survive. iKaos being traded. Hypercharge down the middle of the map. Angel Boy circling around this high safe like a vulture, and they're already sub 25.
And that's the perfect time. Team Heretics were down. Angel Boy knew it and came in and got so much done. And that last final stage is cracked. For Totem now, this is just a dive push of which Team Heretics have got to defend. They go immediately onto the aggressive. It's a tough ask.
Totem has put so much pressure down. Now 2 high safes up. Hypercharge, right-hand side. Assist coming in on the left. iKaos now, invisible. Trying to lurk and get a surprise attack here. Just going to be sitting in this grass. Lana right there beside him. They're going to leave a lot of responsibility to Zar, who has to be perfect on defense. Sandbags going down for protection. Lana falls. This looks like a Totem takeaway if they don't act fast.
Yeah, time is ticking now. 20 seconds, and there's so much work to be done for Team Heretics. Reply Totem are in a great position now, pushing forwards, which is going to make it even harder because they just need this dive. Angel Boy going to be popping there, the hypercharge. He can just buy his time down. It's going to be surely Reply Totem that are going to be able to come out on top in this regard. The time is against the safes. That is going to be a match point now for Reply Totem. Maximum pressure on Team Heretics.
The fellas in green looking strong to start out day number 1. They survived LCQ and are now taking down fellow rivals. A personal one at that. Trage played alongside these fellas just a few months ago. iKaos, previously with this roster, he was the 3rd that Angel Boy now is, and it's Angel Boy's world right now. We're just living in it.
iKaos creeping forwards now as well. Gets some taps, but Maru comes out on top here. Continues the advance on that left-hand side, earns himself a supply drop at that, so a very good start despite no safe damage. Some utility there down for Reply Totem. It's actually going to be Team Heretics that make the first little scrape onto the safe. 2%, there's the positioning of the back of that, which is important.
Nah was running on fumes, somehow survives. Now left side, flanking up the middle of the map. iKaos trying to power up his teammates Zar. It's a takedown, but gets the super off. So they get through this first high save. Angel Boy on the other end, though, plenty capable of doing enough damage to switch.
And he's been playing so well again today. Some swipes into the wall there, like as well from Lenan, so he's got to be able to sharpen that up. Maori surviving on 8 HP, and Zar can't get the connection either. So again, Reply Totem valuing their lives, but keeping that aggression of Angel Boy cycling forwards. iKaos though comes to Lenan. If he can get onto the safe now as well, it's going to be fantastic, and maybe a stage crack. It is.
Kit splashing down on this high save. Still hope yet for the Team Heretics side. Now a few 3,200s raining in Amber Falls, though. This could be a turnaround here for Reply Totem. They have to hold possession and crack for another high save. The issue, the timer. Only a minute left.
Yeah, they would like to have got it down below 25%, but it's going to sit at 30 for Heretics, and they've still got to place the defense. Cardboard box by Chaos, a hypercharge for Lenan. He's found a break. He can go for it now, but they can't leave Angel Boy 2 on his own. They've got to crack this safe quick. They've done that, but Angel Boy's going to do the same. It's going to be a base race.
They've committed. Team Heretics, top left-hand side. Super goes down, 7,000 HP left. EMEA's number 3, holding on for one more. It's going to be a second match point.
It's even going to be Reply Totem ending this here. Well, we're going to go to a 5th and final set. It's a very close match. Team Heretics are finding their flow, but it's taken some time. Can they do it again? Can we go the distance for a second time today?
2 different games right there. Team Heretics came to play in the second. They have to get pressure early. This is an offensive roster. If you're going to play kit, sure, it's defensive. It's nice on matchups alone. You have to empower your teammates. That's not the start they're looking for. This should be a takedown on the left-hand side. Angel Boy is the man that you have to get through. Otis can do damage. Sure, Ruffs can do damage. It's nothing compared to what a Melody can do.
Good there from Zar. He's low HP, and Angel Boy can dash in if he wishes, but this should be Lenan who finds the safe yet again. Getting some more damage. Maori not going to be taken care of until Chaos gets the final word there. But Maru through the mid, Angel Boy on the right. Reply Totem are getting themselves set up.
For such an aggressive brawler, Angel Boy has been patient, waiting for the time where either Team Heretics defense slips up or he has enough of a matchup to go in. Oh, and a nice little juke there. Chaos gains space, but no kill. Maru with sandbags on the left-hand side, establishing himself, trying to make this his home turf. Mari, though, a great hypercharge. Not actually going to fall. It's a trade up the middle of the map. Chaos rushing to the left-hand side. They need to get to the 75% marker. That's a great get from Chaos.
Yeah, it really was crucial, but the Ruffs is still in play. Maru needs to be dealt with. Those sandbags are just there, and he's just able to use them as cover every single time. Lenar now trying to get this safe below 50%. If he can, it'd be massive. That's the big mute. It's actually going to be Zal that gets it done, but again, Maru is still there with Angel Boy. That safe is getting shredded. They've got to defend on the side of Team Heretics. That safe is on its final legs. The final tap is there. It's going to be Reply Totem. They get the dub.
The gruesome twosome may have finally found their third. EMEA's number 7 have sent Heretics to fight for their final life on match number 1. Who would have thought LCQ, a team from there, could possibly make fireworks happen already today? And not just that, they're the second team to do so.
It was just a little bit too late for Heretics. They found their flow, but their damage was already done. And for Reply Totem, that is the best start possible. Fantastic.